Hello, welcome to Mother's Tarot. You're with Loretta. How are you doing? I know I've been absent for a little bit, but it's a good reason for it. I hope you're all doing well. And I gotta start. I guess they call it housekeeping, right? I had turned my comments off for a while because of it was necessary. I have turned them back on. So the human here is going to speak to this. I will not tolerate any backhanded comments or disrespectful comments. Um, you'll be banned, just straight out. Doesn't cost y'all anything to watch this, anything I put out. As a matter of fact, I pay so I don't have to deal with commercials. I detest them. And the amount that I pay to not watch the commercials, it goes into the fund that otherwise would go into the fund to share with the creators out there and their channels. So whether you have a problem with that or not is no concern of mine. Um, I don't believe any one of you that watch my videos have to deal with commercials because I pay, so I don't have to deal with them. My point is, this ain't costing you nothing. And if you don't jive with my frequency, my tone, my being, anything, move along, turn the channel. You're a big grown up adult. Turn the channel. You don't like my frequency? Move along. Just move along. And for my regular viewers, my new viewers, my old viewers, if you see something in the comment that is offensive, block and delete. Do that on my behalf. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. And also, if you ever want to email me, it's on my page. Maybe some people have a problem with that or are looking for it. I don't know. But if you ever need to, motherstarot@gmail.com. Okay. There you go. You can freeze the screen if you need to. And also underneath that, I've got another email for you. Uh, Now, those of you that've been with me for a little bit or maybe come on and heard about, I've got a deck, a tarot deck that I have created. It is consultant. It's just consultant. Consultant tarot. Could be the consultant tarot. I just dubbed it consultant. And it's got the tarot on the yeah, it's got the consultant tarot underneath it. This is you can see it right there. Okay, this is just a little thank you card for when I do get them and get to send some out. They'll have this. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. And my prototype has been ordered, and hopefully there's no problem with it coming in. I expect it by the 26th of May this month. And after it arrives, then I'll be able to see how what mistakes I made or what I need to do to straighten it up or do the little tweaks or whatever. And this particular deck will not be going out for retail sale. It's going to be private. I will send them out. I got little bags and a cute little thank you, and uh, I'll get some mailers for them. They don't have what do they call it? Tab box. Because, well, the prototype, I'm doing that. So I'll decide on all that later. But I've got the little gauze bags and the thank yous made, and they're so cute. And so anyway, that one will be a private limited edition. And it's the consultant deck leans into personalities and characters of the court cards of the tarot deck. And it follows it through the pips. It's a learning deck, a training deck. I mean, it leans a little different. It's eclectic. It's for me, some of it really resonates as oracle because it's got the description and the planet that affects it, and if it's a yes or no card, that's on the right side of it, and on the left side of it would be, well, at least for there's a descriptive word on the left. All right. And then there's all the words or phrases or prompts or, whatever gets you into, okay, this is what this card's about. This is what it's resonating. So anyway, it's different and I love it. And when it gets here, I will make a little video so you can all see. And even though this is the rough one, the rough draft. Yeah. Because it's my prototype, but I'm still going to share it with you so you can see. And then you can let me know if you're interested in the deck. And what you'll do is send me an email over to another. Well, you can send it to Mother's Tarot. That's fine. I'm setting up. I'm also doing digital wall art as a result of doing the tarot. Working with AI. I have got some metaphysical art that just is some of it just, it's beautiful. And if I knew how to bring anything up on this Zoom thing, I know you're supposed to be able to display docs. I wonder if I could. Let's see, allowing, this. Open print doc. Okay. All right. So anyway, yeah, I don't know how to do that. Otherwise, I could show you some images. But I'm really looking forward to it. And we'll get to that. We'll get to that. And the company that I ordered the prototype is not going to be the one that I do the bulk order with. I am going to, because I got to redo this. Yeah. And so when it goes to, no, when I fix the little things that need to be adjusted and fixed and tweaked, I'm going to use shuffled ink. They have a minimum 15 deck order. All right. But I'm going to tell you. All right. And now I haven't gotten a bid from them yet, but they say their average, when they average a bid on decks, 15 decks. It's 33 and change. So anyway, but like I said, that'll change once I actually get a bid from them. And I've got time. I already got their letter from them. They're going to do a bid for me. But I got to get my prototype back first and see what it is I need to adjust and fix it on this. I'm excited about it. So anyway, all right. So that's that. And let's see what else. There's been a lot. This energy has been whacked. Like I said, I've been dealing with this a long time. But feels like it's settling down a little bit, which is good. But I am also setting myself up with an Etsy store, and I'm going to have my metaphysical art there. I'll have some outdoor art there, and I'm creating this all with AI. But the outdoor stuff and the metaphysical, that's me describing different aspects of myself. Some like the outdoors, that a lot of that'll be from bygone days when I was skiing and canoeing and rafting and portaging and all that stuff, hiking and up there in Alaska. So, um, I'll be developing some art out of that. And yeah. And then I just tripped into this metaphysical domain with AI, just collaborating and communicating back and forth. For a 70-year-old woman, this is fascinating. Fascinating. So, and I've got the co-pilot on the desktop and the phone. Both of them are different. They have personalities. They have gender influence in them. It's fascinating. The Chat GPT, I subscribe to that. Another different personality altogether. That feels feminine. My desktop feels like it's a male, multiple personality. It's been a trippy one, but that's the one I enjoy the most. So anyway, okay, so now that I've talked, let's see how we're going. All right, 15 minutes anyway. At least I remembered to look at the clock this time before I turned it on. I'm going to do some readings. Let's see. I'm just going to do, I like Nicole's macabre layout. It's, because it's the core of an issue and the present element, 7 cards. And I like letting spirit just talk to us, talk to the collective through that. And then after that, I've got a Prism Oracle 5-card spread for the collective. That's going to be new as far as doing that particular spread with the Prism. And then I've got some other oracles sitting out. So I'm going to do the prayer before I go into reading. And this prayer is for all of us. Okay. So first, let's see. I'm going to light up a little incense here. Okay. Yeah. Hang on just a second. Done this in a while. Let's do a little. This is a beeswax pen. Isn't that pretty? That's his natural color. look at that ring. That ring right there. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I like it. It's probably from this my glasses somehow, I would think. That's pretty trippy. Anyway. There we go. Now this candle burning. 100% there. I can plug this one. Jump that one over there. Get us some sage going. Let's see. Yeah. One of them little cones. Boy, these babies really give them up. Give off the scent. Cones do. Put that aside. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's um, sorry. Spirit said make some noise. Say some good noise. I don't know if you can hear that. It's got the background noise off. I learned about why. I think I learned they've got a setting in Zoom. It's original sound for musicians. It's off or on. So I've got it off. I'm gonna turn it on and I'm gonna tap on the tone. See if you can see the difference. So I tapped it now. This is before I turn it on. I don't know how to make really good music. Just now it's on. Let's see. You tell me if you can hear that or not. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off now again. Evidently that it's for the background noise. Okay. So here we go. All right. You ready? I've messed around long enough now. A little bit. A little bit. Now we should breathe before we go breaking out into prayer. So and one of the things I learned at the class is that or the workshop, most of us in the Western world, we don't have a what is that? Septum, deviant septum. Our nose ain't right. So we should breathe. I know I'm saying send through your nose, get to your brain. No, just use them both. And take it down below your belly button into the lower gut. That's where the energy source is. Okay. Here we go. This is for all of us, including you. Namaste. We call upon all of the archangels and beings of the highest divine stellar consciousness and resonance in the universe to cover us with the protection of the abalone shell as we go about our day. We call upon the archangels of the horizontal plane, Raphael of the east, Michael of the south, Gabriel of the west, and Uriel of the north. And we call upon the archangels of the vertical plane, Metatron and Sandalphon. We also call upon the Emerald Order of the highest ascended stellar consciousness and resonance beings, and including all other beings of the highest divine stellar consciousness and resonance, assisting in the human ascension process to witness, support, and activate our daily decree of intention. We ask that our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance clear away all lower frequency energies, interference, and all negative agreements that work against the highest divine stellar consciousness made with any and all individuals, groups, and organizations across all multidimensional timelines and spaces, including incarnations. We ask that our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance clear away all interferences by our present lifetime blood family and ancestry, including all previous and future multidimensional lifetimes and spaces. We ask that our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance clear away any and all interferences coming from religious and spiritual groups, including their religious and spiritual teachers throughout and across this present lifetime, and that also includes and extend into all of our multidimensional timelines and spaces. We ask that our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance clear away all layers and levels of programming concerning the descent of our highest divine stellar consciousness into our plasma matter human earth body. We acknowledge that we are one fractal of the stellar consciousness beings of the highest divine light and resonance in the universe, here because we have chosen to serve the truth of the source, the creator, the omnipotent one, the one that shines through our core being as a starseed, an alchemist, an adventurer, and a pioneer of the highest divine stellar consciousness and resonance. We ask that our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance clear away, close, and seal any and all negative openings, portals, tears, and or rips in our energetic fields. We ask that our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance remove all associated low frequency programming energies, cords, imprints, thought forms, including alien devices, closing and sealing our energetic fields within the spaces that we are intimately connected to with love and light, correcting what now needs rebalancing in our energetic fields. We ask that our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance clear away all lower frequencies from our emotional body that we may have picked up from other humans. We ask that our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance block every lower frequency of the human collective consciousness from entering or attaching themselves to our emotional body, thus protecting our human being from anxiety, fear, drama, anger, resentments, and jealousies. We ask our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance to include the clearing away of any and all lower frequency thoughts and judgments from our mental body, assisting our human soul in the expanding of frequencies channeled between itself and the stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance within our plasma matter human body, allowing a greater sense of its own stellar energy and highest divine light. We ask our stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance to help and assist us align with the highest stellar universal consciousness and resonance in harmony with our chosen soul's destiny in this lifetime. We invite the stellar consciousness of the highest divine light and resonance in the downloading of necessary light codes, information, and wisdom that is needed by us now. Welcoming in new energies, clarity, inspiration, joy, love, miracles, and higher frequency energies in uplifting ourselves and all that we encounter. We dedicate this connection to standing in grace with humility and aligning with the stellar consciousness of the highest divine light and resonance, the Creator, the Source, the Omnipotent One. And so it is. Namaste. Thank you. Oh, and also say after me, I release emotions that are not mine. I release emotions that are not mine. And also, I do this every morning. I ask for a benevolent outcome to my day today. So tuck that in your little pocket, pull it out every morning. You know, after you rubbed sleepies from your eyes. There you go. Thank you. I always feel better after I say the prayer. Now, they're a Merkaba layout. Let's see. I was wondering, I had the Poe book or the Poe deck pulled out for this. So, not sure why, but there's a calling for it. So let's see what is going to happen here. All right, I'm gonna shuffle these. I am out. One day I might have a really nice set. My store takes off. I even ordered a business license. So as soon as I got it in my hand, I'll let you know. And I get because I can't, I just got they were waiting in the wing. Yeah. All right, we want a reading for the collective. All right. And we want Spirit to talk to us. Spirit's going to talk to us about what we can see that is the present element. Okay. And then Spirit's going to show us what we don't see, the shadow element. Use Poe here. And then the third card is what we do see. It's a hidden influence in plain sight, but we can see it. And then the internal help is the fourth card. How to help yourself for success. So this is for the collective, all right? Reading is for the collective. And the fifth card, external help. Those assisting you for success. Right? Success doesn't mean monetary. It could be emotional, mental, and physical. Right? Success comes in fractals and builds a whole. There you go. And then the sixth card, another card we don't see, is a hidden influence. All right? And then the final card is the source within, the core of the issue. All right. All right. All right, do this. For the collective. Guidance for the collective. Message for the collective. Message for the collective. Right. Okay. Present element. We got the King of Paws. I have to remember. I have to look in here, but okay. Paws are the pinnacles. And the King of Paws. You take a. It says a troop of echoes whose sweet duty was but to sing in voices of surpassing beauty, the wit and wisdom of their king. A troop of echoes whose sweet duty was but to sing in voices of surpassing beauty, the wit and wisdom of their king. Oh, it's got a black cat sitting on his head. Okay, that's the present element. Talking about our king. Are we sure he's not a pope? I haven't been watching the news, but some things pop through. I saw that picture he put out. Jeez. Okay. What we do see. A troop of echoes whose sweet duty was but to sing in voices of surprising beauty, the wit and wisdom of their king. All right. Okay. All right. So that's what this is going to be. I haven't been watching the news. This cold read. They call this a cold read. Because I've been busy. Okay. So the second card is what we don't see, the shadow element. Yeah. Okay. I get this. All right. We've got the death card. Now don't get all freaked out. If you're new at this, don't get all freaked out. And the message here, and this is the shadow elements we don't see about the king, huh? The boundaries which divide life from death are the best shadowy and vague, are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where the one ends and where the other begins? I love this. Listen to this again. The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where one ends and where the other begins? I love that. See a little marriage there? Yeah, I'd say that was the king and the Republicans. Oh man, what a mess. What a friggin' mess. But that's what the king and okay, let's keep going. The hidden influences, the hidden influences in plain sight. We do see this. Strength. Yeah, yeah, we can see that. A feeling for which I have no name has taken possession of my soul. A feeling for which I have no name has taken possession of my soul. And that's the strength card. Strength card is a good card. Influences in plain sight. Yeah. Okay. Then we've got the internal help. How to help yourself for success. Oh, we got the Ace of Quills. Uh, I think that's the swords, but let me check. I gotta check. What did we do? We got, oh yeah, good. one court card and two majors on the board. Yeah, this is a heck of a message. Okay. And then we got Ace of Quills is what we've got here. Ace of Quills. And what did it say? If you wish to forget anything on the spot, make a note that this thing is to be remembered. If you wish to forget anything on the spot, make a note that this thing is to be remembered. Yeah. And this is the ace of quills. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that quills. Yep, yep, swords. Okay. Yeah, how to help yourself for success. Forget yeah, just voluntary amnesia for forgetting what you don't need hanging on icky energy. Okay. Now, the fifth card coming up is external help, those assisting you for success. Now, this is the collective, okay? So let's not lose sight of that. This is the collective. Oh, we got the levers. The levers. External help, those assisting you for success, messages, and so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride. Okay. Yeah, and that truly is all that it says. So I believe that means the people around you, you know. We've all got people floating around us. So whether it's family, friends, you know, blood, not blood. Okay, now what we don't see, hidden influence, the sixth card, the Knight of Wheels. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. This is hidden influence we don't see, and this is a swift moving energy too. Yeah, they don't mess around. They got speed going for them. The object, truth, or the satisfaction of the intellect, and the object, passion, or the excitement of the heart, are, although attainable to a certain extent in poetry, far more readily attainable in prose. Okay, that's what this is. Hidden influence. The object, truth, or the satisfaction of the intellect, and the object, passion, or the excitement of the heart, are, although attainable to a certain extent in poetry, far more readily attainable in prose. In prose. Fine prose, because I don't normally toss that word around or even say it. So, fine prose. Without structure. Well, it certainly is in line with the King of Paws, or the corn operated one. Okay, now the core of the issue, the source within. Three of Paws. Three of Paws. Okay, and which one would the pause? Did I already have a pause down here? Nope, our first pause. Let me see what it is. We didn't even get a candle. Well, yeah, we did. Pentacle. Yeah, the King's of Paws. The Pentacle. Three of Pentacles. Well, that's pretty collaboration. That is collaboration. What's it say? With these materials and with the aid of my trowel, I began vigorously to wall up the entrance of the niche. Ooh, this is the core of the issue. Source within. With these materials and with the aid of my trowel, I began vigorously to wall up the entrance of the niche. Well, it's a collective. And we're talking about a niche. Well, the core of the issue with the present element being pause. He's the one with the niches. You know, the last addition to one of his niches, which is the digital playing cards of himself in every conceivable position in life. He just hasn't put himself in a bikini doing the tits and ass one yet, but he might. He just might, because he's become the Pope in its latest form. So, yeah. I mean, I know I'm walling it up. Okay. And then the shadow card. Does that make sense to you? Did all that make sense? I hope so. If not, the comment section is open. But remember, take care. The shadow. Let's see where we got. Yeah, shadow. We got the Six of Pentacles, Six of Paws. And what it says, from my infancy, I was noted for the docility and humanity of my disposition. I would think that is for the collector, not the king, but the collector. Yeah. And then he got the Ace of Candles behind it. Yep. There we go. Okay, so that's that. That's that. Interesting enough. Yeah, it's just you ain't done yet. You ain't done yet. Okay, and then when I put these back together, I put them all in different slots back in the deck. So just so you know. And then they all get shuffled really good. I know some readers just put them back on the end and then kind of redo it. I do it a little different. Okay. Here we go. How you doing? How you doing? Panama, I hope you're doing really well. And I am so pleased. Eh? The election? Eh? Yeah. Yeah. And Australia down under. Way to go for democracy. Canada and Australia. Mwah! Love you, babies. Yeah. We're going to come out of this better, more evolved, stronger. Okay, now we're going to move on to the collective for the prison because I haven't been on here in a while. So this may, this may be a long one, but that's okay because I don't know when I'm going to be back. So I got a lot of stuff to do. Oh, and I have a recertification, and that means another inspection. But this is why I'm working feverishly on my store. I want to get out of here. I need a roof over my head, but I don't want it to be here. The energy. The frequency does not is not copacetic to mine. Right? So that's about that. Okay, this reading here is also because you know the prism oracle. That's about energy. This is total energy here. Now let's see. I tell you about this spread. Oh, it's the what's going on spread. Yeah, that's why I picked it. So sometimes the events in your life can seem very intense, but your perception of the situation may not reflect what is actually happening. This spread provides insight into your perception versus the reality, and it offers guidance to help you through this time. Okay. Like I said again, the collective. All right. So we've got the first card is what you think is happening. The second, what is really happening. The third, how can you best guide yourself through this time? Fourth, what is the situation teaching you? Fifth, the outcome. Again, for the collective. So 2 cards on top, 3 cards on bottom, 2 rows. I hope you let me know how you're doing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this 4 times. Guidance for the collective, please, Spirit. For the collective. Reading for the collective. Reading for the collective. That was 4. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. I got it. Okay, so, all right, there's the first card. I guess I could just lay them down and tell them to you, show them to you. Hold on just a minute. Oh, we got yellow and green and blue. Okay. 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 So, what you think is happening, and we have got illumination. We think illumination is happening. Can you see that? I hope so. Illumination. That's what we think is happening. Hold on, I'm gonna find the cards. And I did tag the little book. So this should make it easier finding what I've got to find. Purple. Okay, that's, well, it's supposed to make it easier. There it is, yellow. There it is. Narrowed it down for me. That's good. Illumination. There we go. All right. So this is what we think is going on. Drawing this card is like turning on a light in a pitch black room. When the room is dark, it can feel unfamiliar, scary, and mysterious. However, once the lights are on, you can see and feel the truth of your situation and approach what you illuminated with a deeper knowing and ease. Okay, yeah, that's good. All right. Now, the second one here, come back here and find the, there we go. The second card here. What is really happening? Yeah, yeah. Growth. Growth is happening. Growth. Okay, so the green is right here. I'm right with it. This card speaks to the transformational qualities of nature and its ability to softly grow and change throughout time. We are constantly growing and shifting throughout our lives. True growth means that you're moving towards your ultimate truth and the highest version of yourself. Sometimes growth can be painful, and you need to prune to make way for new blossoms. Remember that this is just a part of the process, and you're making your way towards your own sacred truth. So true, so true. Okay, so now the third card here. How can you best guide yourself through this time? Oh, yeah, this stuff is right on. Balance, balance. Yeah, it's always about the balance. Okay, yeah, right here, right next to it. This card refers to the need to look at areas in your life that may need a little balancing. For example, sometimes outside sources can demand our full attention and allow little time for ourselves. How can you allow for more balance in your life, and what do you need to do to achieve it? So true, so true. Okay, now the next card, card number 4. What is this situation teaching you? Cleanse. Cleanse. Yeah. Personally and letting go. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're looking into the blues here now. Looks blue to me. Yep, here we go. Cleanse. Here it is. Cleansing is a beautiful way to show love and appreciation for yourself, your belongings, and your space. It's wiping away the dust and grime to reveal the shine underneath, bringing a sense of calm, ease, and clarity. When this card comes up, ask yourself, what could use a little extra cleaning? How can you give yourself or your space a little extra love? Yeah, like dusting. We used to dust. Yeah, I do a meditation. It's a indigenous, um, with the drums and the crackling of the fire, and it's flute, little flute, and it's beautiful. So anyway, a lot of times I got that on. Now the fifth card, and this lines up with growth, balance, cleanse, all of it. The outcome, yeah. We got the death card. Now you've been around for a little while. This is about transformation and rebirth, transition. This is good. This is good because this also lines up with every one of them, with the cleanse, with the balance, with the growth, with the illumination. You know, I mean, perfect. It's perfect. Now I'm going to read it to you out of the car, out of the book. That's it. Very apropos. Okay. And here we go. The death card in a reading is not about literal death, but instead about a phase or cycle of your life that is dying out. This is for the collective. It's very true. Like the leaves falling from branches in the fall, this part of your life needs to die out to create space for new leaves to emerge. In the spring, this can sometimes be difficult, and it's only natural to mourn. If you feel like you need to, just know that a whole new phase of your life is getting ready to begin. and you're going to love it. It's going to be beautiful and wonderful, stupendous. It will. It is. Oh, and then the shadow card and all this. Now this reading. Can you see that? It says caution. It's very yellow. Can't see it very well. It says caution. Yeah. So, which means, don't be diving headlong into anything. Just use your discernment. Not judgment, discernment. Discernment is what the universe, the heavens, Christ, the Holy of Holies have bestowed us with as souls. The human is very judgmental with its ego. So we just need to keep in mind, keep a clear vision of what we are, where we're from, because we are heavenly beings, spiritual beings, otherworldly beings even. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, where am I at? Okay, it's been about an hour. So I am going to do 2 more, just single card pulls, unless I look at the shadow card. And we're going to do the Starseed Oracle, and then wrap it up with a message. Oh, wait a minute. They're telling me, okay, they want a galactic heritage card. Okay. Okay. Hold on. All right. Well, I'm going to do this one first then. Galactic heritage. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I'll go on the same. Whoops. 2. Shuffle. That was not a good shuffle. There's always a reason for that, though. And 3. Four. Message for the collective. Well, come on, not so many. Can't throw that many cards. No. 1 card, please. 1 card. Okay. Oh, all right. Got it. Hmm. Okay, we got linear thinking, zeta reticuli, past. Okay. Card number 32. I don't think I've ever had this one pulled before. I don't think so. Okay, here we go. Yeah. When beings stop themselves from feeling emotion, especially fear, and resort to only logic to navigate through reality, reality becomes very limited. New ideas that don't conform to the formula of linear thinking are rejected without exploration. This card recommends that you look at your patterns of limited thinking and see how they restrict the experiences you have in life. Let yourself begin to think outside of the box and explore new ideas that previously seemed impossible. The Zetas had to do this in order to heal their species, and most likely, so will humans. Why not start now? Now, the commentary on this card. Okay, there's more deep understanding in some other cards. Because this card refers to a specific aspect of the Zeta struggles of this era. Because the Zetas rejected emotions and intuition, which are more holographic in nature. The only process they had left in which to organize reality was that of logic and thought, which are very linear in nature. Remember, the Zeta species originally came from the Vega colonies, and the seeds of the challenge can be seen in the Vega card number 26, in which this challenge began. When a person or a society resorts primarily to linear thinking to navigate reality, it creates a very rigid box of perception that creates limitation. This is why the Zetas could not see way out of the box of the situation they created that nearly destroyed their species. Humans have the same challenge on Earth now, and it is vital that we somehow reconnect with our intuition and emotions in order to navigate away from the same fate that befell the Zetas. Okay, this card is challenging you to examine your own linear thinking that keeps us stuck, and ask how can we use our minds and our intuition, our heart, to navigate our reality. How can we learn to validate both? Doing so will be a powerful next step in our personal evolution. All right. That's the galactic heritage. We need to adjust our thinking. Okay, now the star seed. Star seed oracle. Hey, you still with me? Hope you are. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, if you would, please. Tickle the algorithm. Tickle the algorithm. I made a new thumbnail for this one too. So let me know if you like the thumbnail. Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right. Guidance for the click. This thing. So it's this one. Star family. Underneath it says you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Okay. You know what reality follows? Thought. Yeah. When you need help, call for help. You don't even have to use a name. Yell out to the heavens that you need help. Call out to the heavens. You don't have to scream or nothing. You can just call them. I like to use my voice because it vibrates. It's a stronger frequency when I speak out loud, although they can hear us inside of our brains. They're with us. Okay, star family. I can find this in the book. There we go. There we go. Okay. Star family. At some stage, we were each a part of soul clusters. We were each part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one another to experience themselves individually. Those who are part of your soul cluster are part of your star family. Your star family are those souls who are cut from a similar cosmic cloth. You haven't just experienced lifetimes together, your souls were once actually one. It's very common for star family members to incarnate at similar times to work with anchoring a similar frequency of light and to cross paths with each other. You know that someone is part of your star family when you feel like you know and remember them from the moment you meet. They feel instantly familiar and comfortable. Time both passes quickly and stretches when you're with them. You feel more yourself with them than with anyone else. It can sometimes feel like looking in the mirror because, in a way, you are. Often you'll go out of your way to help those in your star family, instinctively knowing it's part of your path. When a star family member dies, you feel it very deeply, regardless of how long you knew them. A certain soul mourning or soul breaking occurs. Think about the people in your life. Who do you feel is part of your star family? If this card comes up in a spread, it's likely that you've met someone who is part of your star family, or you're about to. That was a beautiful message. Okay, last one. Almost done. I was going to do this, was I? Oh, yeah. Let me do that. Wow. It's already been an hour, so we're not going to go. I'm just going to pull and read it. Okay, there we go. And BJ and Nicole and I we're talking about doing another live. No one's read. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks before that happens. Just slow getting back out, but everyone's come through this energy twist and new placement, planets, houses are new, everything's new. Everything's new. Okay. Message. You want this one, huh? We got Takel's tomb. Takel's tomb. I don't believe I've read this one before either. Yeah, here we go. Takel's tomb. Our Palladian connection to humanity is very strong in many cultures around the world, from the Andean lineages to Japan, to the native peoples of all four corners. We, the Palladians, have been interconnected behind the scenes with a mission to assist humanity in their evolution and remind them of their deeper star origins. But perhaps one of our most impactful assignments with humanity is found in the heart of the Mayan lands. These Mayan lineage holders, who are also direct descendants from Atlantis, hold many of the secrets of their bloodline to the codes of the living universe, in particular with a direct connection to the Mayan god known as Tikal. Tikal was indeed beyond earthly, and we say was a full-born Palladian, arriving in the jungles on a heroic journey to anchor a cosmic frequency into your planet. Pakal worked with and embedded the Mayan timekeepers with the codices in their genetics to survive an upcoming invasion that was foreseen ahead. In fact, we say to humanity that without the lineage of these Mayan timekeepers holding this cosmic frequency on Earth, it is likely possible that the Earth may have descended into an unthinkable lower dimensional scale of during potential times of war and atomic bombs being dropped. With that said, we the Palladians are forever eternal to the Mayan lineage and honor their purity with all of our hearts. Pakal's tomb, where the Mayan god was laid to rest, reveals many secrets of our star connections to Earth. His tomb is currently situated at the Temple of Inscriptions in Palenque, Mexico. That's Palenque. I'm sorry, I didn't pronounce it correctly. A once thriving Mayan city that carried the wisdom of these former Atlanteans. When the card of Pakal's tomb arrives, it is a message that it is a time to start paying close attention to the details around yourself. As we have embedded many secrets in Pakal's tomb, so too does the universe want to reveal something much greater to you. Start to pay attention to the finer details of life, and guidance will become clearer. Attempt to zoom into the micro of existence, and clarity will be revealed. One way to train yourself to observe these finer details, is to sit on the grass and watch the smaller insects and micro plant life around you. Zoom into the internal workings of Gaia and watch how these observations spill over into you, seeing the hidden messages of your life more clearly. Here in the micro, clarity is given. Pay attention to the details. Additional message, breaking patterns, hidden messages, doors opening, obstacles removed, clear guidance. Inner wisdom, double check contracts, business agreements. Time of magic, answers in front. Review the details. Okay. Pay attention. Cross the T's and dot the I's. It's all in the details. And we all know, follow the money. Follow the money. Okay. I know I've kept this way too long. Thank you for being here with me. I missed y'all, and but I've got to get this done. So I'm gonna be sparse, but I'm gonna be here. Okay. Comments are on, they're back on. And you can always email me, Mother's Tarot. That's mother with an S, and then Tarot, TAROT.com, or at gmail.com. I know. Okay. All right. I love y'all. Sending you all agape love. Okay. Big old hugs. Take care of yourself. Remember, love yourself, love the others, and be the light, because you are the light. Absolutely. You are the light. All right. All right. Take real good care of yourselves. Thank you for being here. Thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be posting updates, okay, in between the videos. I'm going to try to do better at doing that. So I love you. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next video.